Hello YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. How you guys all doing? This is a pickups video, just because it's a stockpile of stuff here. So, alright, before I get into this, I wanted to really briefly go over, sort of like a explain myself kind of situation. Now, again, I didn't expect a lot of people to understand the video of previous. A lot of people who know me know that I'm not serious enough to be 100% serious about the subject matter at all. If not, I didn't even really believe in morally anything that I generally said up to the end, that I was not making this video to be serious. So, just the same, it was done within the same taste that, I know a lot of people who experienced or had something like this similar happen with them. Example, I know someone who has big boobs. They got a kick out of it. They thought it was kind of funny. Next one was, someone in sex change. I know about a couple people who, had something alterated with them. I hope anyway they didn't truly get offensive to that. Now that's the same sense, sort of like a comfort level. I hope people got a good chuckle out of it, kind of thing. Next thing was it was just done in dry toilet humor. I mean, some of it was distasteful, I agree. I'm not saying it wasn't. At the same time, I'm not doing it to try to, upset or hurt any people of related culture with that. So, I hope people are on the same level with me with that. I do acknowledge it was distasteful. At the same time, I encourage that it was not really done with 100% intention to hurt people in any shape or form. It was done in somewhat bad taste, but at the same time dry and toilet-based humor. So, flush, I suppose. Just the same, it was really done, wasn't much on a whim. It was just thinking, okay, what can I say to make people think I'm being serious and make myself keep my straight face going, and enough for so that way people be like, what? You kind of thing at first, and then go, oh, jeez, he really was not serious, kind of thing. It was, just to make people go, try to see if I could throw people off guard. Then people will be like, oh, he's not really being serious. Oh, okay, kind of thing. It was really how it was supposed to be presented. It was like a little level, then people were like, just the same, apologetic. Alright. First thing I got today was at Target. Now, the reason why I'm showing this to you guys, and I'm describing where it came from, so if you guys just got this device recently, if you guys purchased this and you want, a good case for your DSi or your 3DS, and this will not work for the DSi XL, by the way, but I got myself a Mercury's Innovation case at Target. It's invisible, as you can see right there. It's even transferable, but just the same. It's a little hot pink colored one. I mean, it's only used for around the house. I'm just going to be keeping my DS in there when I'm not using it, and if it's charged, and/or if I'm going to I don't know, out of town, or I'm going somewhere and I can travel, and I can bring my stuff with me and store the device in there. I mean, it's designed quite well. I like how it's shaped. It's very eco enticing. It stores my 3DS in here quite well. I like the how it's firmly, snugly keeps it in there. So yeah, I mean, it's quite nice. I enjoy it. You hold your styluses in here. I'm assuming you can hold the 3DS stylus in there as well. I mean, I don't see no reason why not. And on this side right here, which I have a little strap here, you peel that diaper back, and what you get is some poo-poo. No, you get nice storage for your games. I mean, it holds up to 6, so if you're playing up to 6 games, which you're a maniac if you can play that many up at a time, but if you're playing some RPGs or some little arcade games on your DS or your 3DS or your DSi or something of that nature, or you're holding memory cards, something like this, and you just hold it in there, so you have a big collection of DSi store items in that little card, and you just transfer them around or what have you. You've got this storage in there. It holds the 3DS cards quite well. It holds it to really firm stability. the cool thing about this too is that the strap that you have on here, you're, I guess, and I'm 100% assuming that while you have this closed, like so, you could just peel it back or pull it open and just, grab your item and just keep it like that so that way nothing falls out, stays in there quite nice. I mean, that's a nice little addition. I mean, probably companies beforehand thought of this, perhaps, but just the same, looking at this is just a really cool little case. Holds the AR games in there quite nice too. So, I mean, it's really affordable. I mean, if you guys can find one of these, it will hold your 3DS extremely well, so go for it. I mean, if you find an alternate color, I'm jealous of you, but, I mean, pink is pink, whatever, right? So like that, it's a hot pink version of Bret the Hitman Hart, I suppose. Next items I got was, well, this case here from Club Nintendo. Just going to show you really briefly. It's interchangeable. It has Club Nintendo on the innards. So if you're the type of folks who like to show off that you got this from Club Nintendo, you could be like, pow! Just show them and people be like, oh, cool! Kind of thing. It's on the innards of the gray side. It kind of looks like a Famicom. That's one of the main reasons why I like the color, and that's why I just selected it. Yeah, I originally intended to get this for my 3DS, but then I thought about it. I was like, that wouldn't be a good idea. It needs like a nice hard case for it. So I went over to the store and grabbed, a nice DSi case, which is vertically the same size and portions of the 3DS anyway. So worked out. Nice little collection piece nonetheless for this for now until I find like I could probably store my DS, my original DS on this thing, and so that way it doesn't get banged up. So it's a win-win situation. Next stack of items, which are all retro this time around. I got these at the store. So these are some Intellivision games, which I know Intellivision dude would pretty much get a kick out of these. He probably already owns like 90% of the collection of Intellivision anyways, so dude. But anyway. First game I got for the PlayStation 1, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden... Oops, did I say that right? Alright, Forbidden Memories. I almost went cross-eyed there for a second. I got this for the PlayStation 1, as I already said. And it's one disc, which I thought it was interesting because I don't know why on earth. I mean, it's probably just because of the artwork and everything. They wanted to like make it look all big and epic. But it comes with the one disc on the back case section. And it holds, holds that bit, which practically nothing. It came with a manual. I mean, I'm not too hardcore on the card game, collecting them anymore. I mean, I was younger, I used to just collect them because there's not a lot of people back in the day who played this, so I just collected the cards for the hell of it. And then, I grew out of that, then I moved on, and in the card game, the video games for them are not too bad. I mean, it don't matter if you're an adult or a kid. If you like a card game, you like a card game kind of thing. I mean, played this when I was younger. Rented it like Blockbuster, I believe, quite a while back, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it was all right. It would just give me something to do to kill some time, as opposed to. So, didn't pay anything really much at all. I've got a bunch of Intellivision games, and one of them is an Atari game, but I'll show you to these really briefly. Now, the first one I got here is Space Battle. At first I thought these were Atari games because my eyes weren't adjusting to what size they were. I looked over at an Atari cartridge, it's like, oh, alright, they're Atari games. I'm sorry, Intellivision games. Next one is Night Stalker. I don't really necessarily know what all these games were. I don't know everything about these games. But just some games I have on the side, and when I decide to get an Intellivision in the future, if I find one anytime soon, I'll have plenty of games to play and enjoy. Next one is Space Hawk. Next one is Astro Smash. Kind of sounds like a little bit of like I'd say like sort of like a Asteroids kind of game. It kind of sounds like that anyway. Space Armada. Wonder if it has any relation to Star Trek. Okay, I'll move on. And the last one, which is for the Atari 2600, which is Star Master, which comes with like 4 different games. Even though these look like they're just, what is it, just normal, they're probably the same game, just named differently, to a point. Maybe I'm wrong, who knows. But One of the things I thought was interesting about this was one of the third game on here was named Wing Commander. Now, I have probably not even right at all, but I thought it had some sort of correlation of being same of those Wing Commander series that we all know from the Super Nintendo, the PC, and all that. Which I think it's like Wing Commander 3 is my brother's favorite of the series, maybe. Had a really good storyline on that one, Part 3. You know, the one that had like the Defiance monster dude there. I can't remember what they were called, but he was like sort of like a Chewbacca on steroids kind of guy. But just the same, you know, I picked that up. I was actually looking at this on one of my checklists online, so I was like, all right, check in my head. So I picked that up. I like a lot of these first-person shooter things on first-person shooters, space shooters on the Atari anyway. Graphics look nice, then you go on and you're like, oh, they're still fun though. You know, kind of enjoying it. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I got today. And the pouch was from the mail, and the rest of that was from the store, and this one was from a thrift store. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, you know, I'll put up more videos soon. And closing out, I am always 100% not serious when it comes to crude humor. I apologize ahead of time, and hope you guys understand and take care.